at that time, it was really difficult to print color. A dye transfer was the only way to make a really good print, and the dye transfer in the 60s cost $300. So if I was making $55 a week, plus paying the rent, how was I going to afford a $300 print? It had to be in advertising because the agencies all used dye transfer labs. So at a certain point, you project your color slides on the wall, but they're like vapor. They just dissolve, and nobody gets up and holds them in their hand and looks at them and says, "Oh, this is really great. Look over here, look over." And so I decided that if I want to see prints, I'm going to have to shoot black and white. But that only lasted for about 5 years, because in 1968, I was able to get a color enlarger in my darkroom and start printing color. So, I tried to transform, and I have a show at Tate Modern right now, and that show was my attempts at proving that color was the equal of black and white. When I could afford 2 cameras, I worked with a color Leica and a black and white Leica. So if something on the street was happening and there was enough time to go click, click, I would have a pair of photographs. And I printed these, and I tried to make an argument to the establishment, which is the museum world, because the gallery world was just about non-existent at that point in the 60s. There was one gallery in New York City. So I was establishing the argument, and I'm grateful that Tate has put this on as a show, and the show is going to be up for 16 months.
Wow.